Okay, let's get this done. Welcome to another daily dose of swipe. Today's day number 9 or swipe number 9. I did not continuously upload it. Anyways, what we do here is break down copywriting stuff, break down ads, emails, sales letters, advertorials, and all the other good stuff. But right now we're only breaking down warm emails or ads, which I'm not currently doing. So probably ads. I'm having like problems with copying and printing those ads or the cold form copy. I'll try to find the solution. If you all know, if you're anybody watching, I know nobody's watching it, but if you're watching it and if you know like how to print those so that they do not get distorted and jumbled all around, then please tell me in the comment sections, okay? Or just DM me or something. Anyways, so this is a very niche content or niche channel, and if you're watching this, you're probably a copywriter, advertiser, marketer, anybody who has something to do with that sort of field, right? So as I said, we're not breaking down all those. We're gonna break down long form copy right now. I'm quite busy with my stuff, so we're just doing warm emails and is that all I wanted to say? Yes, that's all it. So whenever we start to like break down copy, I always like to see the bigger picture and the environment of the whole thing. As in, wow, who are we reading it from and where are we getting it from? And these are just warm emails, and it's not that great to learn copywriting and break down, because as a copywriter you must break down each one copy per day, right? You need to keep it in your subconscious, rolling in your subconscious, so that whenever you start doing your own stuff, the things get it's wired in your brain in such a way that you can write copy off the top. But without research you can't do shit, right? If you know what I mean. And yeah, environment of the copy, as in the bigger picture. Who am I getting this from? Where am I seeing this person other than these emails? Who is he? What kind of person is he? Is he thinking long term? Is he thinking short term? Okay, so yeah. So Brandon Storey. This is an email from Brandon Storey, right? If you know about him, if you don't know, he's like the no, we don't call him a guru because he's a new like guy who's teaching copywriting and coaching people for copywriting to land their first client and make a living off of copywriting. He has a very good solid story. Go and check out his videos, and he has good outreach methods, and he's a married guy and he has earned a lot of money, more or less 500 grand from copywriting. He has earned the holy 10K per month, and he's now coaching others to do that. And this guy very is trustable, he's very approachable, with his content, and it's very welcoming and it's very applicable, and he thinks about the beginners, because everybody talks about reaching out to hundreds of people each and every day and you will land a client, but that is not suitable for a lot of people out there, because number one, they just can't get the quality leads, because given that they're broke, they were not going to invest in lead sourcing platforms like Apollo or ListKit and other such, right? And because they're not doing that, they have to manually find through the emails, and they have to consistently send the emails and spam and spam and spam, and they'll burn through their list, and no longer they will not be finding any good leads anymore, and they're burned out a lot of emails. And that is just a horrible place to be in, which I suffered through as well. When you like burn through the leads that you have whenever you're starting out, because given that you can't invest in any lead sourcing stuff, you probably have to do that manually. And if you like put a bad impression around the first 1,000 people or the limited people you have your hands on, they're probably going to not reply on your second email or your third or your fourth or even on your follow-ups. So that's the worst place to be, and sending hundreds of outreaches. But you don't see a lot of people doing hundreds of outreaches per day. They're coping. Oops, I've done it a lot. I've done hundreds of outreaches, and you can sustain it if you're doing it manually. I know some guys are out there who are doing 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500 per day. Some are even doing 20,000 per day. I'm talking about per day. but with that is all with the software stuff. And anyways, there was a side talk. Let's get into the breakdown. I'm yapping too much. Just 100 purchase, 100 outreaches per day, bro. So anyways, so we've concluded the environment section. Brandon Storey is a good guy who teaches copywriting and helps you get to land the first clients, and he is there for the beginners who will help you get to the 10k holy 10k per month mark. Yeah, and you watch his content. He's big on X, medium on X, and you can see his content. Most of the people that are funneled into his email list are probably from his X or Instagram or YouTube or any other top of funnel content. They get into his emails and they get his emails sent. They consume his content. They consume his posts. They consume his emails, and if they and they'll try to do it on their own. They'll try to figure things out on their own. But if they don't, right? If they don't, and if it's a bother for them and they can't do it on their own, that's when they reach out to Brandon, and that is the point of this whole email. We send email every week, twice a week, thrice a week, for months on end, and the conversion cycle is so long that the guy who started, the guy who entered into your ecosystem here would probably buy at the end of the whole conversion cycle, and the conversion cycle could be as long as 5-6 months and sometimes even years. But those are for businesses in the long game. We are just copywriters. We just want to make a good living, right? So I hope you got the bigger picture. And yeah, that's how they buy. And this is just one of those emails. He's gonna keep on sending emails until I buy. And even if I buy, he's gonna keep on sending more emails to buy better products, because that's what businesses do. They try to increase the lifetime value per customer. Okay, now let's break down the exact email. We need to understand the bigger picture, right? So first, I guess that's done. And if you're watching this and you're a copywriter, you probably know about Brandon. Just send 100 out. What do we name it? Old approach. Old unsustainable approach. Okay. Now what he's doing is unsustaining approach. Now what the fuck? God. Unsustaining approach. Unsustainable. Oh, what the fuck? Unsustainable. This is embarrassing as hell. Okay, unsustainable. Unsustainable approach. Sorry, I don't mind. Calm down. All unsustainable approach, that is sitting on the alternatives. Now let's look at a step. Let's look at it more closely. Just send 100 outreaches per day. And does anybody want to send 100 outreaches per day? Nah. Because they're just too lazy, right? And it probably has not worked. And number 3, what else? You're attacking the lazy part of the brain. Number 2, you're shitting on the alternatives. Number 3, you're promising an alternative. Oh, sorry. So we could not write. There's no alternative here. I'm doing some retarded stuff today. I don't know why. So yeah, number 1, you're shitting on it because it's an old unsustainable approach, because that's what worked 5 years ago, which does not work right now. One thing about this is market dynamics. So when somebody sends hundreds of outreaches and they land clients, let's say in 2022 that happened, but it probably won't happen right now because market just shifts. The market becomes more sustained, let's say, to these kind of approaches. So you have to change your approach. Once something gets mainstream, like a cold email, format or structure or template, that's when you know that it won't work because it's already been saturated. It's done. People have tried it. A lot of people tried it. That's why. That's the very reason it failed. Anyways, that was a side note. So there are three elements into this subject line. One is attacking your lazy part, lazy brain. Who can send 100 outages per day? I need another approach. I need an alternative, right? Number two, what were we talking about? Number two, now you're concluding. This is a concluding statement, right? That is, if he is mentioning this problem, he probably knows about the solution, right? You assume that, you conclude that. Nobody's telling you, but you conclude that, and that is one of the most powerful ways to write copy. You get the reader to conclude, and I'm still not getting there right now, and I want this to like personalize it myself. I always want to pour all the words down, and I just want them to conclude, and this is a very like a top tier shit that I'm not getting. And number three, this is throwing rocks at the enemies, as in gurus tell you send hundreds of outreaches per day. I'm not a guru, listen to me. That is one of the most basic foundational elements, that's principles of persuasion. We're 10 minutes in, or probably, I don't know, and we haven't even gone through the entire thing. That's why the main thing is you need to understand the bigger picture. That's why, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, and I don't even know, like I always watched all the breakdowns of guys like Games of Conversion and Kyle Milligan, and they took a lot of time breaking their own stuff down. Prefer like Kyle Milligan in specific. He broke down a lot of stuff, and I like to understand the bigger picture rather than just understanding the words, right? Because talk is cheap, as they say. It's cheap, annoying, and aggressive. Don't do it. Okay, we're cutting to the chase with our headline. We're still shitting on the old approach. Don't do it. Not telling you to do it. I don't think there's an. He's probably not thinking about each and every word he says because he's a copywriter to begin with, and he's probably not like have thought about each and every word. So he's gonna say, "Oh fuck, I repeated the same sentence." Oh, you know, where you're first starting to record these videos and you don't know how to do it, and my quality, my setup, it's whack as fuck. You're probably not hearing my words correctly. If you're watching this is probably months on after this when I've blown up or some shit. And maybe I do have a nice quality by then, nice setup. I mean, okay, I have a good news. You don't need to good news benefit. You don't need to send 100 outreaches per day. Validation, as in, now what I mean by validation is you're getting a validation, right? You already thought 100 cold outreaches per day wouldn't work because you were always kind of skeptical about this, right? You're doing things in quantity, and you were kind of thought this is not going to work for me, and right now you're getting a command or getting a validation from an authority. In this case, it's Brandon. You're welcome. Take a breath, relax, and learn the peaceful and profitable way to land peaceful. What the fuck? Why can I select this? Okay. Peaceful. He's not trying to make it peaceful. He's just trying to make it easy for you so that you get sucked into this. You get sucked into his mechanism, and you probably buy his and I have to tell you this guy. I have to. When you see like free content from any YouTuber who's in this field, or any like who's in the whole make money online niche or the bizarre space, you're gonna see that they have free things, right? But the freebie that they give away, that the free content that they make, is revolved around their product. That is, they will sell you the mechanism. They will sell all of you the what. They will not teach you how to do it. if you need how to do it, come buy my shit. That's what happens. You see, this is what I'm talking about by understanding the bigger picture. Learn the most and learn the so upfront value. So he's not even asking you to do anything. He's just giving you upfront. Profitable way to land copywriting clients. In yesterday's email, I shared how I just landed a new copywriting client. This is getting them to consume more of your content so that you build a parasocial relationship with them, and you probably buy his product at the end of the conversion cycle that we talked about earlier on. Met her at a Christmas dinner, explained how she can reach more people with email copies of marketing tips, and next thing you know, she starts pitching me to work with her and paid me for my free advice, even though I refused. Then I landed her as a client. Authority element, right? Or social proof. See, I'm a guru. Sorry, that was probably not the right statement. So see, I'm a good copywriter. I got this client within a day. I got a new client. It's not hard for me to get client. So listen to me. I'm an authority. No cold DMs, no cold emails, no aggressive sales calls involved. Shitting on the old approach again. And I did not show her any portfolio samples or results from my past work. You see, now this is a beneficial element, right? Because so you did not do any of this and you made a lot of money. Oh, sorry, you landed a new client. Okay, so maybe I can as well, right? The readers now believe that even they can do it. Easy element. You know, I had like learned all of these coin terms to like what to say in this specific scenario, and like what word like could use, like just how we used authority for this thing. I had like words for each of this thing, and I forgot why I always forget when I'm like recording these videos. I just can't think of it, and I have to write these long ass sentences, which I hate. We're still on page 2. Let's break this down fast. Are there some kind of Jedi mind tricks? Far from it. Objection handling, right? At this point, they're skeptical. I don't believe in you. Far from it. You see, your struggle to get copywriting clients isn't because you did not send enough outreaches. It's because you just aren't using the right strategy. Every day I see copywriters struggling to land clients, and it pains me. Yet most gurus will just tell them to suck it up and send 100 outreaches per day. That angers me. Why? Because man of the people slash throwing rocks at enemies. Enemy down. Why? Because landing client does not have to be a 12 to 14-month struggle. Oh, really? What do we call this part? Reframing the beliefs. Shakeable beliefs. Because think about it. Every copywriter or anybody who has something to do or with the make money online space, they want to make money online, they want to travel around the world, they want to live a good life, right? So what they generally think is they try it, they fail for a month or two, and they don't stick to one thing, and they think like it's probably gonna take them months and years on end to actually figure this shit out. And when somebody goes ahead and tells you, no, it won't require that long. Oh yes, now he's like validating the minute beliefs that they had been forming and like strengthening it, solidifying it. And he's reframing the shakeable beliefs. These are shakeable beliefs, right? This is not a firm belief. Shakeable, as in you can play with it. You, as in your copies, it's better to never attack those firm beliefs. It's only better that you validate the firm beliefs, but you can do anything with those shakeable beliefs. You can always give your opinions and tell you give and do whatnot with them. Okay, I'm going very in depth with this. I'm taking a lot of time. So anyways, I recorded this, so I'm gonna maybe send it to my clients, I guess. And if you try to do it that way, the non-personalized, high volume and cold spammy way, you're going to burn out. Problems with the old approach. This is the old approach, and this is the outcome of the old approach. Now he's probably gonna tell you this is the new approach, and this is the benefits of the new approach. Getting me? Within $1 in copy earnings, benefits, right? Another benefit, that outreach method is setting people up to fall flat on their faces. Problem of the old mechanism is cheap, annoying, and aggressive. He's just comparing this, right? And it will make you tear your hair out. Not to mention, most business owners are immune to it and annoyed by it. Problems of the old mechanisms. So what's the new mechanism? Now the pattern is generally going to follow this. Yeah, the pattern is going to follow. Do this, why? Do this, why? Do this, why? Do this, why? The new mechanism, right? The new mechanism and the benefits of the new mechanism, and how do you perform the new mechanism, and how is it implementable in your case. So what do you do then? Learn to write good copy. If you don't get this step right, you're toast. It does not matter how good your outreach is. If you don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know how to write better than the person you're pitching, then get in the books, courses, and coaching and write copy like a madman until you're ready for the next step. Focus on give first outreach. Once your copy skills are up to par, it's time to reach the right way. Stop asking, start giving, stop spamming, start helping, stop pitching, start consulting. This is how you overcome that. How can I land a client when I have no results and no portfolio problem? You skip over it by proving you're worth of getting paid. You skip over it by proving you're trustworthy. You skip over it by proving you can help them. So if you're sick and tired of waiting around for your first or your next client while other copywriters slide past you into the DMs of your prospects and close them, then do something about it. Make a change. And if you want to make a change fast, learn from somebody who's done it before. Okay. So, old mechanism, shitting on the old mechanism and the problems that it led to. And this is the new mechanism, the benefits of the new mechanism. But this is the what. But how do you do it? Here, learn from somebody who's done it before. He's probably going to tell you that he's going to save you time, he's going to save you the effort and all the other stuff, and he's going to tell you he's going to save you the money and all the other stuff, and that's a good benefit, and you're going to land a client fast, because you avoid the pitfalls. And this is the single greatest point that you can leverage to scale info, because you've already done it, right? This is why info scales, because information business online scales, because if they have tried, they have failed, they have put in a lot of years of trial and error into this, and they've learned all of this and synthesized into their product, and they're giving it and presenting the value for a 90% profit margin, or even more sometimes, most of the time. And that is why info scales, because you're saving people time, money, and effort, and just saving them time. A man who makes mistakes learns from it, but a smarter man or something like that, right? A smarter man learns from other men's mistake. And the whole of info is based on that. Somebody researched a certain thing, he synthesized it, and he's gonna teach it to you so that you is in a very understandable approach, so that you actually get the concept. Learn from somebody else who's done it before. Now he's selling you the why, selling, sorry, the how. This is the blood, sweat, and tears section. They generally, now this is the, I've been doing this, I've been authority. Why should you listen to me? Why listen to me? Normally, if you want access to my system and to me, you'd have to pay thousands through my coaching programs, price anchoring. But in 3 days, January 18 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time Standard Time, you can get a sniper bomb workshop ticket for just $99. Okay, price reveal. Price reveal, and the more descriptions of the mechanism, and then you learn the exact same step by step. Exact same step by step. What do this all convey to you? Easiness, right? Easiness, predictable. I can tell you it's the greatest outreach system in the world for copywriters, but I can't tell the results. And 70% of my students are getting their first client in 30 days with this exact system. Proof. Trust element. Now, when you say something like this, people trust you because there's no such thing as something obsolete, right? As in, like, something absolute. As in, no, like, there's no system out there that works 100% of the time. And if he probably told it, he'd probably piss me off or piss the reader off because, oh, you think you're so great that you're gonna land clients each and every time, that you believe so much in this. And it's probably a skeptical element that's an objection you can probably handle. As in, do you think it's gonna work 100% of the time? Nothing works 100% of the time. Nothing in this world. So when you address this, you build that trust element. As brand new copywriter, without spamming hundreds of cold, reframing the same problems, right? Reframing the same old unsustainable approach without hopping on aggressive sales calls, without needing a portfolio in place. Easiness. What is he like trying to imply with all of this? That this is easy. That it does not have to be as hard as you put it out to be. If you spend the last few months or even years trying to figure this thing out on your own and you'd rather have a crystal clear roadmap given to you, easiness, crystal clear, easy, then grab one of the 3 remaining tickets now. Scarcity, only 3, scarcity. Scarcity wasn't made. Oh shit. They actually did that in front of camera. Now, fascinations. Fascinations are something like just bullets that tell you what it includes, but they're not going to tell you how. The 3 preliminary steps you need to take to hone your copywriting skills, and how you know when you're ready to outreach. Okay, how to optimize a social media profile to ensure it attracts $1,000 plus clients. The complete step-by-step warm-up outreach process to send a sniper bomb packed with value to land your first client in 90 days. Benefit, and fascination. That's trying to, okay, wow, do I get all of this? And that's the only thing, like, yeah, but how? No, right? They're not spilling the sauce. They're just trying to get you hooked. Oh, they have all this stuff, I gotta buy it. You need to be like the one of the best at writing fascinations as a copywriter. And if you don't know where to, like, how to practice bullets, just look at the Clayton Makepeace's bullet checklist, and there are like dozens pages of them. Or read all the Benzilinga bullets. You can find it in his main website. I'm not telling you because I'm an expert. I'm learning it myself. We're just trying to learn together, right? I'm your friend. I'm not your authority or some shit. Get your first in the next 30 days. Benefit in X days. fast, fast, benefit. Oh shit. Benefit. It'll be me teaching you personally 60 minutes. No fillers, fluffers, sleazy webinars, upsell tactics. You'll get the exact same training I teach my high-ticket coaching students. And it'll be an open floor for 30 minutes to ask me anything you want about copy, landing clients, and building up your business to up to 6 figures per year while only working 4 hours per day. You get access to my $550,000 plus copy knowledge and get access to me personally for now. This is product descriptions plus trust authority build up. Do we write this authority build up because he's not building it up, he's already an authority, so authority reframing and product descriptions and authority thing. Authority reframing plus benefits. We don't need to break down the whole thing word for word or sentence for sentence in warm traffic because but you need to do that in cold traffic because every word earns its place. If you're unless you're reading the sales letter from somebody whack or somebody just random. And you'll also get bonus 1. Okay, bonus. After the workshop, you'll also get the full recording of the workshop, including the training and Q&A. You'll also get a Google Doc with a complete step-by-step system. That way, when the workshop is all said and done, and you can follow my system at your own pace afterwards, step by step, to get your first or next client in 30 days. Get a ticket now, only 3 left. Doors close in 2 days. Urgency. Brandon just won outreach. Personal sign off. Yes, your workshop ticket comes back with 100% money back guarantee. The gusto, the risk reversal. That's what we were searching this whole time. Now you can see his emails are like pretty designed. I don't know what he uses as his ESP. Beehive, okay. It's kind of designed, and it's better not to add design elements because there's like a higher probability of of the email landing in the promo tab or the spam tab, because who sends this kind of emails? You guessed it, promotional brands or stuff like that who want to ask you to buy something. You need to make sure, think about it. People use email to just do normal conversation, right? And nobody does all these forms of designs in the emails, and it just looks not so personal. And that's why it's better to not add any of this, not do any color thing, and even write a good a normal or professional what do we call this, domains, and do a personal stuff, because nobody sends you emails with your via an ESP or a attaches their socials at the end of this. But this is whole email marketing stuff. We're trying to sell something, so this is an entirely different game, but I'm just trying to give you a perspective on this. Shall we? So chat, shall we try to just click on this and see what is going on? Because I'd like to see what's the sales page or something like that. Or is there not on one? Is it just gonna ask us to sign up or just book the event from a website or stuff like that? Okay, so we'll just straight to this transaction page. Okay, this is the copy. It's better to add these elements, add more copy elements, and add more social proofs, and add more risk reversal elements. risk reversal and scarcity and elements in your transaction page, because people might not convert. Yeah, they might click on the button of your sales page, but they might not do this when they reach the transaction page, because customer, like, this is what happens when you like track the customer journey. If they're gonna see this, oh, okay, I just don't see, this is kind of looks scammy, so let's assume that only this part was here and this part was non-existent, then you'd probably think, oh, this is kind of a scam. And once you and but like and once you like click off this page, you're gonna get an abandoned cart sequence if it has been triggered, if it has been set up to begin with. Is this too much information for you guys or something? So yeah, it's probably doing that. Yes, social proof, chase diamond. Okay, that's a great um testimonial. Okay, so yeah, that's all it. So daily dose of swipe number 9, over and out. See you on the next one.